Many thanks for joining us. It's a pleasure to come your way every weekday from 2 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. as we bring you Ghana's biggest and the most authoritative political, social, current affairs talk show, Ekosiisen Live on Asempa FM. And often on media say bonsu, ofrem you be a major so. If you same copy him no nsia ne fa ebebo, e de Ekosiisen ebe. O man hene kwabena santi atena se. And you hear the M'Ahiasem segment no ebebremo and some go up no so no edo so intimate same will go over and bring you Ekosiisen right away. But before that, I mean Kyle say M'Ahiasem segment no ya boa for ye Ecobank Ghana, Awake purified drinking water and a Rockstars roofing systems. Before that, near M'Ahiasem segment no ebremo and also no Agbeve Herbal Center, Momo Milk, Yara Ghana, and a Las Palmas Food Center, and a Boye Media no so ebremo. And you will interviews be brina a year, having insecticide spray and coil, and a food, Hepa Plus mixture, and a consolidated Bank of Ghana. Also, we stand with you, and have a Mutlu battery quality. Forever. Your discussion segment so Franco Trading Enterprise, Phone Papa Pafie, TCL The Creative Life, Dependable Herbal, producers of Adom Malakio, and a Global Lighting Center Limited in Kania Pafie. Omonso Boyme the discussion segment no ebremo. Yebeda production team nso ase Dominic Kisi Yaboa, Nana Chumberema Jackson or say Tiamoa, Eric Opare, baby friend DJ Yeyo, and a Queen Star Japan. Come through with your messages, your thoughts, your comments, your observations. 0548 955 947 0548 955 947. We have some interesting guests and they will be passing through the show today. Inti emreno so amobe hu yen guest crow. But before that, no mind here at Nasi M'Ahiasem segment no ebremo. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube. Into Munshan and Soko YouTube Asempa Plus, Instagram your handle Asempa FM, Oko Twitter and so at Asempa 947_FM on Facebook Asempa 94.7 FM. And straight away we go into the issues and in some who do be and nine and na enum enegu yenim a yebehwe na yedi ho nkomo M'Ahiasem segment so ye wi ana de aka no yede atoa so but and then nansa oman hene send me pictures be those are pictures we cannot show for you to see, but and then for all the other stories, your pictures, to join us on Facebook, Asempa 94.7 FM, Facebook. Oman Accra Technical University pictures, I would send them, you know. Yeah. Hey, let's have me catch you say what time. That's a way the name do you. Oh, Jose was there. Now what's true plan it is how? Yeah, me can't. No, Uma can't send me canwa. Obersoya ako inspection. And I'm wondering what the Vice Chancellor or no crown so the crowd. Ono so this nsem kura wa ha me beke ka kira kura no bi so sad. Accra Technical University. There's a big problem there, administration wise as well as structure wise and everything wise. Enkoi it's bibi ajigu maybe I think the office of the Vice Chancellor in Shimubi aye any response so I am wondering whether or go through this as against Adansia I won't know the way but obi me ko happy we are mood necessary. I mean the kind and that onyamiase for our lives and that of our family, your viewers, your listeners. Na me fast that kese pa no onyame ni munyam sonko na hoden sonko ento Pentecost asafone so. Onyame nim no kurenie. This is the Christ-like attitude that as I see Ekoso demonstrate. Indeed, mo chairman ne mo think tank for ne asofo ne ashorin penyu for ne obibia from A to Z. Any aboafo mo ba mo aid nyina na ni suade hunu sonko a. Mo dia to makoma so se mo pese mo ye no. Prisons are for reformation. It's not just to destroy. And punishment. Because obinyame pengu we can be victims. Of course. So what we can in action. So what you say? Anytime you can find yourself. So what you say? Onyame nim nukreni. I have been overly
impressed
and
very humble
yeah
by that gesture. Quickly, I mean, people say, there should be an advocacy on our side too. It doesn't matter our size. We can impact. So what you say?
Already, you guys are doing.
We are impacting. You know, but Obi the Pentecost as from the Church of Pentecost, another Pentecost Church.
The Church of Pentecost.
The Church of Pentecost. The Omaye no.
Yeah.
Onyame ho de nkoso nye kese wo asori man so. Dodo na koma so ade do mo koma so bia na Awurade enam sa ade a edimu sei a wona ye no. Onyame ema entimimre musa. Na no Pentecostal person should lack.
Amen.
Under the chairmanship of Able Chairman
Apostle Eric Nyameche.
Complete.
Yeah.
If we say idea nipa dodo na adwene ni ho.
Yeah.
But unim echnasem. Inti bribia da no.
The facility your man is talking about, a prison facility, Ejura in the Ashanti region. Pictures the pictures went viral on social media and over Facebook some of the pictures on social media we have gotten even more pictures for you so you can appreciate the facility and appreciate it well. Into Brasempa FM in Facebook page Nebra Beshe, the washrooms state of the art, the beds for prisoners and everything. And so what's your facility now? Our recreational facilities, a soccer pitch.
Yeah, I saw. Say, football pitch. Na bibia.
Our chapel, and a baptistry.
Chapel
no will be used for a classroom. So
okay.
Yes.
Now,
classroom for this year. Or more pens and no eduman.
Okay.
A whole more arguments. Oh, and I saw in factory mum. I don't know this kind.
No. Obi, let's not go into those things. When we start doing those things, it will discourage people from even making that effort.
How do people even think that?
That's what has brought all of us this far. We are able to lament and criticize. But action ankasa there, we have a problem.
Nobody is prepared.
So the Church of Pentecost, they've paved the way. Obi, whether you want so and you want so, forgive me, you can go to hell.
You can go to
hell. Because when we don't start doing Obi and among Obi to be ano. And what is your problem? So Obi abe we now kwado person ko si suku dan wo kra na Ekosiisen Ghana education service for emo the teacher for kra ko kire o madia. That's another contribution.
Absolutely.
That's another contribution. But every step, every move, every decision is met with that resistance. As if say, oh no, okasa no okutua na mombi, on tuhwi wadai ya. Odai ya, obeji so ndai ya, obetua na mon kakra. The person will get there. You have a problem with this.
The facility, is built to take 300 inmates.
Wow.
300 inmates.
And I understand some
a 4.
Okay.
Until first one I already aware Jura.
Okay.
The other 3 Baku or Damongo.
Okay.
Baku or Boase.
Okay.
And the final one in Sawim.
Okay.
And in Sawim or Boase and a Damongo.
Okay. Yes, and I in Chibia and say you do not have free because
yes,
watching documentaries. Yeah.
Sorry, they would decongest
exactly.
In Sawim.
Exactly.
In Sawim as a facility, the last time they didn't come on was built to take 700 or 800 inmates.
Okay.
See a nipa close to 3,000 there.
Wow.
It doesn't
make sense. The way a nipa no
I wish we could get some of those videos. So many videos of our comfortata so in prison. Or more imagine almost say sorry see prisoner. Prison.
No, I really
no.
I don't want to go into those things. Obi na meka se honya asem papa onde wa no beka se. Kona spend the time na bra, It clearly Obia nim china asem no. A lot of the people are there. They are very innocent.
Very innocent.
A sign before makwemu anaku wiyomo. Nti unti ne se ubompa ya na usaya. Usai sai sign ni musuo ni na fi wakwemu. Ubompa ya.
Especially in our country. Yetimi na enna Seth na make kasa. Unim say Seth is again back on the road. Or visited prisons and they were copying more Tamale prison. Or another documentary on prisons. He was telling me gory stories in our prisons even today. Now on Wankasa Bahoman, I want him to share that story.
Okay.
Now among Fontias, one other thing so man, maybe so be kind Hebrews 13:3.
Hebrews 13:3.
Yeah, ba now what kind Eddie mind. Set Kwame Boateng akwa bada pom to say.
Mejo Obi.
Great.
Na mo so mo te say.
Nyame adom ye ho ye papa.
Oman hene wo ho.
Oman hene timanim wo ha pa.
Oman hene nyame nyo kese.
Amen.
Nyo kese pa.
Amen.
Oman nye kese pa.
Amen. Metiasie.
Amen. Amen. But said, here can say, who are his here?
I'm in the regions, me free Accra. I'm in now regions, me and Yama Bibri at the same time. Na anopeya na sisi me drukin tampo, me fita male drukin tampo sisi ya. Na for the past 1 week, no, baby I'm a drubia no me rare prison be oho. Enti me shall say was Central Region, my Kwankafo, me Bel Kumase, Mako Kumase, me Barnof, Makonof, Meko Sunyan, so I was me for prison. Na enra me hu de ayifo aye no the Church of Pentecost aye no akama koma because the past few days enima mako hunu in our prisons area ho no mako hunu ene ayare doma e wo ho ohu enti na me hwe se de we shiosano obi abenya ba bia da obi a honka obi a ebenya ba bi sebi eja omanan na chese eno makoma to me yem but also ye ka we nyina ya na ye dwen inmate nko aho but enye inmate nko no omni officers enti omo ye officers me from unofficial inmate because bibia ekoso in the lives of the inmates biano ekoso in the lives of the officers the past few days no officers amakoto mo yare because enam some far they are running from the prisons contagious diseases because two officer bakwa was all your mind or ankafo minia na ko hwe de ne body aye ne skin aye all because inmate be by no that problem and no the asa no was minia me time be amina nam de ne ko hospital I hwe de ne body aye power minia se me bodwa na o se me ko bedwa ma bintimi me sorry then my no na anopei tamale say officer bakwa me ko chia no or the dialysis machine, so minimum no. Every week I was spending 800 cedis. Every week. I was here 3 sessions, but won't be here 3 sessions no. Into year 2. Every week I was spending 800 because of course I should be at 400. And I was saying here, my salary say, the salary no 3,000. And so yes, and
if you don't know prison service, ne fa ho car.
When you had the no bedru. Se ne botuma no di tua enti dia o hia na fofo o je kakra yi sei me run huye because the air coso in our prisons no by your hobatinim won say some officer are making the anybody in the skin aye no or file the coffee yankayo o coffee no for car un maybe an net na car nim or koi or the man yire ene ma na yire no yire ekodum ebom ne ma eno ma ne ko school ukushia ne ma na o pass on the mount na a movie kosa me a movie ko tuberculosis very high na hepatitis B the na chese e ditum hepatitis B a husa no me nia hwe congestional prisons congestional prisons ene said the congestion to lead to sani ma say na me who said the means in describing no Emma more appreciate the ecoso no and to me argument say and I don't know more if you man you see say who prison na wo you will not appreciate the econo but me the men ka say men fa nko no but say nka nya me ye adom am was spending 1 night even 1 night na she say yeah lock you the lock L2 and no quite another thing na just see she show wo wuti wa memiti wo Easter obi dia wo west and me nan gu no so no nan gu me so sari a shey yo sebi ejanan bia wo ma room now da no obi o wa ni tinkwa prison si bi o wa o mutinkwa ya ye water closet e wo honom me bia mo da now e bia studio am wo yi sei na hoye seller ya ye water closet wo open one no and I will be sorry and yem share no akotena so mo amuni water closet no bucket bi na edi esi wo ubeja on agum wo hono ma kopim sa de be tia ho mache am ya be bio
na mu nyina mo da ho
na mo da honom na de tie ne se o sorry washa be kwaba no na obi after space no unya baby na and Johnson is doing now what did say because sorry about space ni bi ni wo they say up to now prisoners is sleeping in tents they say obi koto ma de eche obi koto and the spinal cord problem obenya obi koto na de eche o because on this space o obi dira ho na de eche on this space o no na nyankopon adom how we specific okaka na me tia bi me say ya na me who ye because you not appreciate o menya say what spend one day in the prisons like I say and church be at least all the churches let their Methodist sibako Roman sibako Pentecost sibako sana kwa your argument now me kai say tamale say previous stage mama yi na me ko share inmates bia omo ahoden omo chese me call man na edwelin me call na the stroke I hear wo mo inmate stroke papa ba ko chese ne stretching na to say chivine na me call na me nia te so ti future mu ontimi nkasa papa no 67 years ontimi nkasa ontimi nya hwe ontimi nkasa o chese why vegetable and or honum all because you really shot in a room pa obenya e dia so anu wanya and leading to that
and still out that's who prison huh
that's our prison oh many this week my year very emotional na chief from Fancheme papa ba kwa me kwato no say ye de me betum 1984 no ko se mo mpie biem imagine say and to ni man e dwane ne pie bibia be ko n'anum bia wo se epia bonten ni yesu ntimi contain hwe papa no was ono so was 60 and 68 years now she nkokofo mo go through sani ma we media say o ko one day mpa you not appreciate the no but enye wo na say criminal so obi o wa en chato so obi o wa a police swoop and the bifano swoop you and the bifano what can we see ni ye no koto wo no officer will handle the case oja hoko we say me call Kumase me koto obi wonya in me ba ko o issue leave out minya baby a ne je na dru no only doctors kasa say what time maybe 3 months or be free mo what time 3 months will be free when you na do ne na ya attack now me who na do some say leave and say I am still running because the signs are clear and he got that through hepatitis B and that number some liver cancer and there are more of such cases in the prison say nyankopon ya do see yenya sa pre a day Pentecost for ye bia wo region bia menya what a very easy congestion so pray for the Pentecost for the infirmary or is go on the special mo menya na say in meeting for ni ma kana na job na obeko yes you don't put go and your officers fall to officers your mo ye do betimi officers ni ye do betimi but scammer ya better way scammer ya oh ye no way say okay now
yeah I get you
ukoto doctors ukoto lawyers ukoto nurses ukoto police for and you might be thinking say only criminals say obi asembi okay so okay
and Seth, even before you proceed no main fan to just say your award-winning documentary on the state of our prisons in the country, producers county as you speak, a video but for those of you the state of Ghanaian prisons now. This facility by the Church of Pentecost near extremely critical. The documentary the congestion, the state of our prisons. Terrible. Oba, wow, so you appreciate what Seth Kwame Boateng is talking about, Seth? To us.
Obi, now he said to date, once you be 80% and after you video more. And to me, for the CBA, baby, away. And that's all back to our crown and a potuku say.
Semper FM.
Otuku or the milk cow. or the pan or cajon. I know a could say, now she say in penny for Yemomo, ye did once a day 80 pesos, if you do 3 times a day. When you're there, just imagine if you know the quality to say. We now a better immune system. No. But the Medenian Kupasi is radiant on say, almost our assassin home bear farm.
Yeah.
I bet my Jania Baho. When you are Jamie, who get me because I have been there. And for Michel Lens is because I'm taking infection from the prison.
Wow.
Yamen Kwan come any say, Yamen Kwan, me yes, I have forgotten and they left to rot. No, we are not the actual in no. Until they show me, I could be a few days or home me back out with this problem. Imagine for years. We be about 38 years.
Ekosiisen
38 years in here, but 37 years in here. Maybe a penny fully be am cut on say, Minia, Ubetina come at your man penny, see a Pessia Kufi, Kua, with the catcher my Yam Pessia the Hell, a Pessia Kufi, near Kuto, Musha Fosso. Maybe a Yara was him. And Messi Sudia, a new piano or or needing said in the court, Ubiwa in Chatoso, Ubio, who Nasamka. Obi or drive and not the car will be. You didn't go to no, the CID in your transfer. No, Kumasi make us a mequena.
Inquire Panini.
Yes, I know.
Right,
Kumasi Nina mequena, me say me koto say, when you liver cancer. No, Minia, yes, or you're a man prisoner. I was say, oh, you're a man that. Or you are not the property of the prison service. We are property of the Ghana Police Service.
Yeah.
And it be two or some the better. Now me koi na officer also the final hospital. Or my friend for weeks. Me jo me the number
FM.
Me friend penny for some can just say if I know that no say now to know also the final hospital. One show up. And on the panel one from the Sabra at on Sakanana cause for bread. What you or a noise opening.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
On what you remando, say improving the say or you're guilty. What if say the case may better yes or you're guilty? Benya is see all the time and call for them, remand for them. The video must be yes or when you're guilty. Munkofi. Now imagine so better you're really if you imagine say congestion or benya tuberculosis and also benya yare bi on ma no the babonte men kai the tube and call for you but nya say you would nke eltring yenia the crapping polo would you imagine no into coco prisoner and no buyer sa conditions are me describing e wo on ma benya kan fa pam ni
yeah.
We have to put ourselves in their shoes.
In their shoes.
Benya our
Asempa FM.
Sound kwanya wo mumushi and kwanya just say I am abenkwan no enkwan ni eyehu ya nti yesi ede mo egu ani na ya abenkwan now I think say it is time I was say attention I the police no
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Prison the same attention
Almost the same attention.
I'm going to argue strongly the same attention them police and military no prison here the same attention say inmates area because so many good medical system in it yes you didn't truck because car only car and you didn't taxi yeah na hospital or no hospital was say what is when officers born home officers build two now almost staff strength no come you say and that all the two alcohol pa ba ko by so what I say na when I'm so many of my health system in it be inmate me different who are now why yen say so yet me kasemi ya receive system again no officer no kwa cheno address and come will be say area see the police or police hospital yi see the military 437 or Bible wo honom when it is time young kebia mo affect ya because the issue prison on one the babon thing and once in officers snap pick chicken pox non the babon thing or not pick tuberculosis non the babon thing or not pick hepatitis B in the prisons non the babon thing about affect and in na yen kebi na yen na church of Pentecost was na yenka
Ekosiisen
the
on Asempa
Pentecost
FM.
fire no yina yenhia se muadi ebetimi de abo ma yemmoa wo mo because wunni motina omo mo no obi na osusu se de bi bebo be kokoda
Akoda ho.
yes obi anim se na wuchika menka se ensi nyame anya dum na de bu obi ofiri ma wonya asem yina ye potential prisoners potential police for you swoop.
And Seth, in all honesty, I wish Ubia Utie Bia Beba Facebook Live about share video, the air documentary, Ebi, to know the state of our prisons currently. Na we here says I congestion no. So me also mind here and it's terrible. It's really terrible. And I hope say apart from the four Church of Pentecost AC, other churches and so will do something similar. And of course the government itself and so would probably go into rehabilitating the existing prisons, because some of these prisons, prisons I see here during colonial times and that's so. It's that bad. Seth, my engineer fine see. Now you better was ha. Or last words now you fancy.
Yeah. So you can let Malutu say, "Oh, Mwabia, ubetimi dia buoma, and kasom ye criminals." And to my support to Bible can say me there share so be share come the memory mediani dino. They approach na Church of Pentecost for are taking up. So it is almost send it the word everywhere.
Yes.
Yes, omo mane nka omo sorry them baby omo de ko, and it's a good approach. I be congratulate you omo. You be ka say others nso share omo na nyapon be share omo. Enti me da asenya.
Yes, we da say. Seth Kwame Boateng and Yeten Nkano, multiple award-winning journalist. Here the multimedia group. On the year that award-winning documentary, Locked and Forgotten. So, Oshe videos, and as we speak, those videos will be rolling on your screens. Now, the state of our prisons now, you just oppose that to what the Church of Pentecost has built, and hopefully, they are building 3 more. Now, Baba 4 in total. So, Biafra 300 in power. We are talking 1,200 inmates. Ebenya decent place. Edi wunti ato. Oman. Baby, I do not know.
Oh, be quick one. Hebrews 13:3 now seeming kind of. NIV, continue to remember those in prison as if you were together with them in prison, and those who were mistreated as if you yourself were suffering. ESV, remember those in prison as though in prison with them.
Yes.
And those who are mistreated since you are also in the body.
In the body.
So,
yes, remember them as though you are there with them.
It is not out of context.
This picture quite crazy.
Yeah.
Well, congestion, no.
Yeah.
You've seen the congestion?
Yeah.
That's how people sleep.
Yeah.
That's how people sleep. In your more way, no more chair, no
oh my
That's how people sleep in our prisons currently. And if anybody thinks this is how we should treat our people because of crime A or crime B, then I told you, this cannot happen to any, because your cassette here slave trade. Said your slave trade, we cannot justify this. We can't.
Obi Mami taking this appeal to all of us.
Yeah.
Apart from a sign, part of our life every blessed day. But onyamiji free. Mesre. Say anamon biane ne biane sembia yeka eno betimi aye akwanya ye twama ye ho ayede be kwa ko pie baby say erade man empare because ade man ya home tene say o endo say obi aye potential prisoner.
Yeah.
Enti o sa dwene no at the back of your mind wana montuo okasae osusuye baby a wotena di unkomo baby a wokọ ehya wutwi bibia a woye bia no a little bit of ahweye very important. Ejitum se san ho ani ejitum se nyo obi a wo prison no ana o eni pa bone for ani ejitum se woko prison no eno nche se ho no obeba na ye hardened criminal eya so twe ade ma wo ejidie ne se ube pie be free oba na nsa kire sonko aba whichever way yesterday nyina ye ho se yenye careful ewa anamo a YouTube ewa ye kasa ye ka ewa esuni ban a ye die na di. We also know people who by virtue of police soup they've ended up there. We know also people mistaken identities. Zim No, so
Yeah,
you know, so asem here into the edge na ha check akra. Ye dey aseda kese so ma the church of Pentecost so motima to sa anamo we edama. We be ma for ntwem quickly. Kwofo asem mama ka no. I'm appealing to Kwofo to businessmen. No.
Okay.
Who's an EBD business? They should teach their son Dominic Kisieboa. Ekwanya ye faswa ye kuresika ebitime nya sika ebitime bi enwuma te se Alisa te se Rockstars te se etimisa ko form ntie de bia me kan mo kaze bia me di akoro ko form ntie na omunua kuma na ne ye adwuma no omo ma no san cheche nyina wa opese oba fie beje san cheche no number ne ye 0243 25 3306
Dominic number
0243 253306 ebia opese obuano wo kwan e fa so because kwofo ankasa no unso mo ye business minded people omo search na edin me di we no so ato orukra na ebia wo so nyame ka wakoma say because when the shoe kra washa obi when the shoe awasha it's a problem. Eti kwofo beka kwofo as me when kwofo should demonstrate that omo hu ni pa bia bekam a nti o man sa akwankyere na o betimi de atu na mo a ono so baba be spare parts o ko for spare parts ye ko for the catamount de ko for the Rockstars nti ko nti o de nti me say ti na me share the number na to ha nti
science subio
me si so na wa wo si bi si so no na mo ko no mo e bi wa person o ton phone a eni ya no kekere ton phone so what I say enka mu asem phone o ka zo nko ton phone a e na de mu ma no o betimi anya ne mo be ko phone so there be number is 0243 25 3306.
Okay.
They need to impact that spirit, you know. Or Dominic mu. If you are kutomu nyina etia, omuntie ni Brian Champo mu nyina etia, omuntie ni. Omudishie no. Omuntire no. Na Armstrong no so omiem kakra. Go for problem. Armstrong biem kakra. Afofo kure yi na kwofo. Kwofo zika ba obi omu ye mafia.
Course no yes I start saying that. Do me on that.
Obi di.
Aha.
Ya we enkomo yi.
Yeah, the next issue.
My main for we twam kule ko next important issue no so Obi me say ya de say na mde to Ghana for him still at the said Obi our level of indiscipline kwana echo so it mesre if we really want the system to work nobody not an individual can just sit here and let the system work all of us inti baby I mean try U10 and ko try U10 ko fa accident
FM.
Oh sa nyoma na yen hu se ni nyina kabom ne ma amamuo ni etumpon amamuo o man tumpon no a problem entwa red light mu enidi atem emokro no eto ho asem eto ekato ayegege a nipa dodo na edwane to and obi we kra make maka unim say sa FIC for the GRA4 they are investigating about 2000 and was our company too so FIC GRA up to date 2019 or whatever almost chance on this investigation up to date money laundering and tax evasion sika kakaka mo 2000 companies in our companies at Titru have been monitoring and following quietly. The fortunate thing is that there's an admission by GRA and FIC say these companies are being investigated 2019
almost started
tax evasion
and money
laundering from 2019 2000 companies major companies in this country
2000
yes Mr. companies work on who
tax evasion
yes after holiday break we the incredible Monday I'll put all the 2000 names out because it's on the official it's on the official communication. Why do we encourage all these things and then we come back and sit here and say Oman I say these major companies
and these are huge
companies they have admitted they have admitted that these companies have been investigated money laundering and tax evasion. Why what country are we in? They will turn around and say that ABCD. Why? Because then I simply can't understand the whole thing. Because normally be on my course say, but why should we allow ourselves for these things to happen? Why? Why should we allow? Why should we allow ourselves for this thing to happen? By your team, in as much as government has a responsibility to fix the country.
But 2,000 companies, their doors.
I'm saying that
and money
up to date, Obi. We are all sitting there and watching, and nobody's been held responsible. And these are the companies, Obi. These are the companies.
Oh,
so what else? These are the companies.
Somebody, need better chance and they say, Obi, for your information, only that the work is slow, but it is still in progress.
Oh, please.
And was sending me, hey. Was sending me a list of companies.
But we should stop. We should stop. We should stop it. We should stop it.
Hey, now the money is involved. No man, yes, get wow. But why do we allow certain things to happen?
Wow, $15 million.
Hey,
$16 million. $14 million.
Charlie.
No.
Money laundering and tax evasion.
Yeah.
And no money basically
we don't have money. And
these are companies we know.
You know,
evading taxes. Because man, last time who are a billion who are less than $2 million.
And we have to NC.
No, but at least when you see it.
Yeah, NC. Maybe see the holiday anyway. NC win him. NC because Obi. That's how it's supposed to be. NC.
Hey.
NC Obi. That is why Enrana make culture say.
No man, businesses, registered business, tax. What do they expect the country to do? How can you evade taxes to the way $13 million?
But even the body that is supposed to be investigating this, how many years are they taking? It becomes a status quo. It response Accra Technical University pro vice chancellor Ediabano say salary double salary once a month. Oji haji hanum say no or say a status quo. It is a day adda time memorial obia benefit bia. Into what is wrong? Even if that what's wrong? This is a general condition and not an exception. There are several academics currently working as public servants in various agencies and institutions who are either benefiting or have benefited from sabbatical leave with associated conditions. By virtue of the provisions and conditions guiding the taking of sabbatical leave by academics from all the universities in Ghana, our Vice Chancellor is entitled to the payment of a basic salary from his parent university, KNUST. Being currently engaged at ATU, he receives salary and other allowances as enumerated in his contract. So, yeah.
Or Jessica will
KUST. No, but it is normal. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying, that this is what has been there in the academic world, in Ghana. So what's the big deal? Yanko Nyoma and full time technical no. Yanko misappropriation, whatever. Yanko so. But look at what is happening. Your TBB actually any problem with MPs or double salary. It is controller account general. There be other goes and goes to a mini obi na ahihye. It mean na me I say your national service. Unco service no kwan ubetuma cost areas be 3. Or eastern, or western, or now jinti o pay no hono. Now what sort now goes be na. Goes be na machine 2030 goes to that. Goes to be from 1992 goes to that so and every day the ghosts are increasing. We don't have honest people in this country. That's why we could take it position there. These matters of fix it. Government has a major responsibility in terms of the construction of roads, in terms of giving hope to young individuals in terms of hospitals and all those things. But, Master, we cannot run away as citizens. Go to the Constitution of Ghana. The responsibility who a citizen is and the responsibilities of a citizen. Now they see a shifty blame. They have failed in so many instances and ways, as in various governments. Inclusive is this government.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take away that responsibility as citizens. Who are a citizen? You don't want to take a responsibility? Go and check what the Constitution defines about who you being a citizen. So if we continue to say, Abayin near Kwine, Abayin see hospital, we are all collapsing the Ghana we have. When we start telling about that, the only and same for Taji Roto. As I say, oh, she said, a coin by Jumaya.
Because Roto, yes, we are paying.
So after paying the Roto,
we
also the SSO, also here. You have a responsibility as a citizen.
Yeah.
The same as you have right. Abano ye said the basic requirements, a coin, insure, a promotion sem, addition sem, bambo sem, and no me. It's a because we jina buy also. Galamsey a buy mum penny for an etu. No massa pretend will be netu. Ya shoot to some fines, Yanchi or Bianco Tumida. Ya shoot to some fines, excavators, and that will have my position on it. They are pretending they don't know which people. Ashanti Regional Minister with the next level is name and shame, name and shame. Who said that you don't know? Who said that the Minister for Lands and Natural doesn't know the people involved in this thing? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that the presidency is not aware? Then how does intelligence work in this country? They are aware. And they are pretending they don't know. They are aware. It's Galamsey couldn't afford in Assasa, the Biana, China phone to Galamsey. China phone so the catches or winning Ghana map. No. As we speak now, dear so far as on Galamsey Koso. As we speak now, this morning, I have the pictures. So why are they doing this to with yourselves? Why? Spending money going all these rounds when we know directly that Shanfa and Yugusu export to Ereba, you import to Ereba. Well, we know excavators are still coming. Shanfa and you're two more. So why are we pretending that Shanfa is easy? Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Because a country when a right hand in Yejuma, it's to be a better Portugal. This is the country. It is President John Mahama, President Anado, or Tisro, now or Shell Cobnas as a kosher pot. Now one change, one fix, one hour the pot on now. You think that the country will move forward?
And more share of faith, we will see that
the country will move forward.
Air Force for air helicopters, and they are shooting champagnes from the air. And Osha when I say Hollywood movie. But it's quite interesting. Over Facebook, I will be soldier for the new operation on the tributaries of River Pra. Champagne is in Susono. Soldier for one from him in helicopters and almost shooting champagnes. No, it looks really interesting. I believe but would come back to that particular issue. The next issue I'm basically the issue with national security and CTFM is NRA. I think after listening to the debate, of course, unfortunately, national security Emma out mekasa, when some of these things come up. I believe say Nuntina Omukreti ministry, in which I believe the ministry should have led the way in terms of communication with the public and its animal. Unfortunately, Yenti Bibia from the ministry up until now. And it would go with the explanation as so far CTFM through their general manager Bernard Avle Ediababe Tujano. I believe, sir, and there are two legs of this argument. Oman Bako the legalese involved with say obibe timi akọ national security installation akọ take photograph and akọ shoot video any ade. The lawyers are debating that, and ebi say ebi say womrem ebi say nimremu, and the principle of certainty in criminal law is clear and legality. Emre should be written in black and white with the consequences thereof. And it's a bibi aye kakeke any law be written down. Untimi nchi obi kra wo ho in the first place.
Convention.
Say a convention and your law.
But say na because I convention I had the prohibited
and that debate is going on. My point ne say even if there is a law in place in point etia saade na emra na so makwan say obi form sam rana e kwan ye fa so eche no eni. And that is where I think there was some bit of disproportionate reaction from the national security in how, watch a journalist, which is fair. Because waba in their minds, watumra, Well, what about national security installation? You cannot video in the normal show. They found out, say, what for the video now my colleague be with Jumem. I mean, sending 7 operatives fully armed, and they had to go and arrest, our colleague, where Jumem City FM, that was a bit disproportionate. I think, in as much as we would condemn their colleague, going to film the national security installation, which even for now there is a huge debate around, but even a Numporoman. So we share the ruling of the High Court in the case between Efia Pokua and others versus National Health Insurance Scheme. Okay, is our case.
National Health Insurance.
The court was clear. Say a public space. Nasa we in Centroni. Now we kwakoye a juma in the interest of the public. You can use subterfuge. Ubetime yusu, other means be to get that information in the interest of the public. And you can hide a camera on you. You can do all of those things within the confines of the law. Once the thing you're going to do is in the interest of the public, that ruling is there. You get it. In the way in Pono, so because national security installation, you can do it where they will not see you doing it. So we should do. But when you're who dear, said you way kokosi ombecho. But I think the way they raided the premises of CTFM with armed officers and all of that, and they a bit over the top. In the holiday, I think we would have to condemn that one as well. And as much as we would condemn our colleague journalists,
so
we have to condemn them also.
for this.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Nkomona Akosuna and our respectable colleagues. In the media, CTFM, they've demonstrated over time, say they are really worth their brand and professional maturity. You move on, my guy in particular, every Sunday.
Oh yeah. Caleb,
you're super guy.
What's the name of the program? Back page.
Yeah, or you're super guy.
Solid guy.
Me say that no, you me straight na me tough for more all of them.
But only baby or how me person meka. Meka. Obese abo me so born ti menka.
The Church of Pentecost.
Oh, you Pentecost.
Or you're super guy. As a matter of fact, me and I'm saying, oh. Go we opening my question or you're harmless. And I'm a intelligence officer, say in their work, they see everybody as harmful. Into how they any argument. Mestre central for including the two of us. Edu baby ana for obro from a certain
exalted view of ourselves.
Yenyi sam adwene free ho. Na ehu say e adom bi na onyame de adom ye so yetimi di sa nkomo radio ni TV so. Na ye woni panso mo abepe asema omoji yensu ye nti sa na monto. And I love the argument that because now know that obi ko jina American embassy ho etwa picture. I tell you what the police did to that gentleman and the lady. I was there. So I had to confront. Maza for bibia to nchen pictures are prohibited here. For to nchen na consider the cross ukrom ninti you can caution. You know what the police officer told me? Masa media gram juma bede.
So at the American embassy, the laws that apply at the American embassy and Ghana laws. American
now I'm just using
and
that.
In America, they've stated it clearly. So Uko Pentagon, all those things.
I'm just using that as an example.
I get you. I get you.
There be masa media gram juma. I just said, okay, then it means that all our security installations is no picture, no picture. So, contrary, anytime because I beg a certain convention. You maybe on my Uduka now, person picture grammars. I joke, it could be a badge me. Yeah, we bet you picture Hana. I guess wako court. Yeah, not court. Exactly.
You are the court act, no air clear.
Exactly.
And I think argument will be say Samson Ladi more and say if we think that we've gotten to a point. Just putting that inscription there, say no photography allowed, and yet enough. Let's make it law. Simple.
Okay, so Mitia say, the American say, we admit that we are not above the law as journalists.
Of course.
Now, once we work hand in hand with the security agencies, me support to the approach. Again, this same intelligence person advised me that when we act on intelligence, we can come even in thousands. You might not understand, but we know what we are up to. Probably it's not even about the said person.
Yeah.
But it's about other extra information we have that we all are not privy to. Whichever way. It is not to determine for them how they do their work. They should do their work.
But we should also be in a position to see
exactly.
when sending the
Ghana for it's the ordinarily the eyes that we are using to watch, actually say harmless journalists, threat to society.
Yeah.
Anomakutu anamo any who can say omutu. Ampa yajitu mise mo bema na so na mokopo ba no so ahwe na fidi no asre ne oma na ewo so yagini nyina tum ye besre se sa station ani munyam wo mu sa no Ghana ha nyina akra sentroni papa ba kwa fi wa ba pen eye Bernard Ave no say penyimu wo any one of eye impanyimfo de oboni sentroni no wa che wo yewura eye Samens mesre senka eni die kitua bi ba komo mo se sa nkofuko menu wi
e wo ye ho
mobetimi
ye se
mo de omo ebeba immediately na afi ye din komo anka sa ho ye ni sa de nyina no but let's advise as journalists. I still plead that sometimes we forget that we are normal human beings. Yeah. Sometimes we feel that we are either above. Or we are at par with the law. Law is so funny that Udi Agra so we are unable say even as a president you might see say you are not above the law. It was not really a sight that we all hope but whatever it is, lessons well learned, I guess. Parties involved, me sure by now they've sat down, they've explained to each other, and they've promised each other.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to Bernard, and Bernard made a point, say, Omoko National Security Office, Azugu are or other guys, so Munkonko journalists.
Azugu no call PRPA before
or call before the
commission.
Azugu. So that's what National Security.
Hey, Azugu, na Azugu.
According to Bernard, Azugu, Epa, or Mochel.
Azugu,
power Mochel. But I said,
Azugu,
I think going forward, no, you make it sure, say, no, maybe a free say, as for mine, ye need any hono. We should make sure, say, your money, I am rap. Said the
convention,
international security say protected zone and also be a bit let's make it law. Na bibia obianya clear in their mind. And also no be busa say enti uko urinal and as a washroom na ebo say her ladies only her guys only.
And if you answer so ya draw ba for nyina to ana ya draw
na me call am into mrebia.
Oh, Obi, ejabetum. Me young be on Holland. No. Oh, see, a Bema.
Yes.
And always say a mabi, a rira, a bia, or one almost over Johnson. Say Yanum bia.
Yeah.
Also, excuse. No, please, this. Yeah, I'm a man. I see ye me come now. Mabeto wow. Yes, sir. When they hold their ball, you see one of the effective American Ghana, they say, Oba and Ko Bema, Bia, or Joshua, and Ugaya, intended yesterday. Remember, for some running back, of course. Mr. Obu made the time running back. Remember, deliberately, because Joshua did not try, Jomako Bia, a man at the end one. Yes, sir. Every day, Wadama, Yamfa and Titiani, Finas, and to whom.
But we wish brother and our sister well.
Yes,
Caleb
yes.
Be strong.
The trauma alone, especially with the lady.
Yeah, with the lady.
Yeah, the trauma alone.
The trauma alone is huge.
Because remember, not
easy. Be strong, guys. And we know it's a way a momentary setback. But you guys, we know you are strong. You bounce back and do what you are known for. Do correct journalism. Impactful journalism na bibia into me encourage. We wish you well. But according to Caleb Kuda and a lady named Zoe Abubedu. When say Zoe enua penyin ewa ha Benis Abubedu Lancer.
Oh, the man guy be say see from BBC ni be fa ko yen. According say bubu you. Oh, dear Chesa, this is right. What was that guy? So, Mudino, my oh, Messi, or Chief of the Bossa, only player. Maza, I from the Koja Farmer. Koja say, Koja, when the Lord Kenya, the wives of us, what the 7 Kwasaki Kasa, that's the Miswat to the tech. Who didn't pay what? Who did be on what did he? Na ade only di so
that from anajo one as a wada
dabi me na me jeje na me na si so me ojo me diga edi mema no so amojo no more interest e wo money binim no you should be bold you should be bold na mo ntimi eni nkomo no yes ye twifa obu wie na say ye dan na ye koye ne ho ade no hwe garden ni ma team say no problem e wo hono pa but ya twifa no bo wi koja farmer me da tumi team ubeja kwaya ma obenu only we also pass your industries so
very important
but before no industries mami opening say me there Ibrahim ma bebem mami in country Ibrahim say the cement the shortage abantem do amount for pebiato.
But is it on the market?
Yeah, na say yeah they call. Into LPMs no ha. Okay. Because ya brew no. So what you say?
Ejuma ya
ti Ibrahim mama. Wo chicha adverts na. Of course. Say Oma multimedia so be Razak multi dem kan. Say Pudona. Say na why na ono no oya de hwenwa ma. Owi opepa na sakwa. So what you say? Nti me say Jata cement for quickly more depots across the country and in Accra here.
I love the brand acceptability. Yeah. It has a Ghana for Adia say with the this is ours. But of course, I mean you cannot blame Ghanaians because we are the only 100% Ghanaian owned cement company.
Zula 0.5% na.
No, Mrs. Cement company.
Maybe Zula or then. Maybe Ghana for Zuma.
No, maybe say a bank common. Yeah, fan one by one. This is for Jata Cement. And we are passionate about this because and before say about any list. And I think we've gone through this list here before.
A lot of them.
Country be a develop and unim COVID are hitting hard because we are an import-led economy. In the Yanyomane usuni nyina yakra ene deba inti ene clinker deba cement yakra
inti dodo na ma
because of the supply chain issues around the world inti no kakra bi na eba so ne boarding the price of cement will go up for almost every other product you use to. And now I think time and former President Mahama he started a particular campaign say na or share or no any fee nyoma o use to fee pa or let's stay and na or share they are made in Ghana and they are imported. And he began changing them one after the other. Said they are imported, you know. Said Ghana need be yebia. He would rather buy Ghana.
Now candle grab your Ghana.
Why?
Candle.
Candle, they say a basic. I should think say a baby wow. And candle. So candle they need any.
Hey, not too big ready.
Oh, na toothpick they are starting yebi.
That because they
say yebi toothpick.
Me busa say
toothpick ne matches more they send at least yebi
wa. Oh, it was in the factory say papa oh.
And yenye matches and so.
Maybe more because I'm only asking to pick matches.
And I think that is where we've gotten to. Just suppose our situation now to the 80s where we had a lot of Ghanaian-owned companies, not just businesses are a cranium, companies and manufacture. You could see say issues with city to dollar way, you know, not any it was there because the structure of our economy, no, really, and shared answers are those issues nowhere there. But then be said this is here because again, manufacturing in our country is almost dead. Some of these companies were killed because of politics, the negative policy and practices were made. We can list a lot of them. Majority of the companies in Sono were killed and as a collapse because of poor corporate governance. Neoma, Tinipano, Onya free hotu kwaya ne company no hwe nkoso. Owupe and a lot of these company founders, omunya wupe companies nego, especially schools, no, and they be amebo secondary takradi schools ani yenim Nazareth. Young Christian and this is a Muslim reference saying Chapel Hill. Chapel Hill is one huge school. ewo takra this is how we omo chi crying cry as omo da form say team uko Kumasi Miami School Peters Educational Center yeah da form team say na imagine omo the year senior high school bi wo kwa da
yeah Peters Educational
Cambridge sisi e te saying school mo fretro sisi e te saying
Ginaso
mo fretro Ginaso
Metro is back to life more than necessary. Boache mattress Apia Minka Madame Catherine Sian Herbert Mensa Papa B Mensa W Ejikuma na WD Ejikum ze mubako Kings International Kumasi Fon Behu
a school right
edimu papa a life ebi mo also e ho but say agesi form Poku trading Infum Farms
your Peters your excursion wo Infum Farms na nya ize wo
Infum Farms you know Infum Darko Farms Akropon Farms A Kanin RLG RLG so eba be gina na
RLG bayo
also ana Poku Transport ne Whitechapel ana Odike Ventures
Odike
Ventures hey Odike osi munya no obi me catch ro na me ete since more form na Odike to mpaboa your time osi mu Odike sim anya ne Odike akọ bra no Holland ne sa omo yes aboges na oba na yesu okwa na yesu no ufifi ase uko mabim Odike sim nyende you know and
is it also Odike Ventures that so
oh minim de ba manya sure say Odike e be the other things but the minim so dey share mpaboa ton no Topman shoes Topman Kumasi na jinsem no be bi one cry na minim enkran de no
Kumasi no wa yi ho
no wadum no wadum no wadum wadumana again Adai Cutlass
no ni ho
oh ajojo kra Adai Cutlass na obi Adai Cutlass na Adai Cutlass
hey those time no so
now Maracas ne Konka ne ni Adai Cutlass but say no
man so ho ba say enshada nya
ana AG Timbers ne a lot you know a lot
and you know what I love about this list they say majority of the names there in Yankofo they were manufacturing the product here in Ghana enti Boache mattress no oye mattress e wo Ghana BA Mensa na oye tobacco e wo Ghana Sian na oye the products e wo Ghana Apia Minka no mu nyina e wo Ghana and look at the impact they had you know and then they are all not there it is moi the Ghanaian businessmen I'm a man taking commanding height of our economy a problem and that's why we think
that me suggesting I say the next Ekosiisen dialogue series what has been the challenge for sustenance in terms of Ghanaian business so at because maza they be an amount for come me see if you are closer to Ibrahim you realize that apart from Unyamen said that so any tough skin or one so what I say you might not like him in some other ways but nipa ben and a complete human being and that's why we always say that a conscious deliberate effort state sponsored to bring certain individuals up shoot them deliberately
and give them targets so Abaya secure $100 million yafa 10 top businessmen de mamu obia enkreti adwuma ebefa nipa be 5,000 each and no that's 50,000 people
so Obi a very good topic I mean person be did in common and fiancé master some of the businessmen talk to you if you talk to the Karma Industries and then the Seconds and the all those rockstars master a jankasa because Ghana for nankasa engage you mona so mo bo adwuma no do na dishonesty obi okoye adwuma bia adwene ne say rockstars ana say eyi e kan say Alisa ana say Ibrahim ana say Kofi Job ana say Kennedy Japan ana say wan omanyomo tam enti okonyina na adwene odi konyina na say okowia no
okoye ne hu yi
exactly adwene odi konyina no apart from political interferences and whatever no most of the things that are collapsing and keep collapsing structure obi so aye adwuma no ne ba ni sa nimde ne kra ne ba na CEO
oya MD
ne ba na MD
ne yere ye director
yes
basa
ye wonyuma bebre won mo ne yere ne kwa ebo 12 akodidi a okwa no achi drawer no no de sam boom no we no
no proper
no
to one company ni gua
so this should be a conversation
prayer campaign
yes a proper conversation and the other time you said it enya bibia na odi ba ya here baba o nya bibia So what you make koso. Na buy another sabe bom na de ko difufu no abetras no use him. Now do say bom no yifu words can now de ko. Now do say bom na de ko yi.
Adwuma ni begu.
Na wa no we e be ye na ye wana. Sebi wa na wo mani gu.
Yeah.
Eti edu ba bia ya bom pa na wi a ye nkremofo de no so wi ya ko akobo nkremofo so pa wi no. What is left is yen yesu ene ye ban.
And Ghanaian businesses should understand that they cannot always hide behind political interference.
Oh no.
Government policies are MWA. Omonson show more corporate governance structure.
Yeah.
Because one thing a lot of these schools are able to know. Proprietor ni who are mano wait to make school way annex. Now we have to be the same school. Na basa na jumano egu. Inti we should also think around those lines. Now you who say we all have roles to play to make sure that these companies will be sustained. And man, who say we are not here just supporting local companies for supporting.
Exactly.
The list of companies are evading taxes or more money laundering. They are all Ghanaian
majority of them.
Ghanaian
companies.
And they should also know
man, they will just read the letter
in as much as you person a boa local enterprise.
Yes.
No? We cannot support some of these attitudes.
The attitude, very dangerous.
Very criminal. Yeah, boa mu adwuma na nyi enyi wi am person obeti tax.
Yeah.
Now we have money laundering. Yeah. 2,000 Ghanaian companies.
Yeah. So I think that a very good point now there ban. Ye pia will say.
Yeah.
Mo modern bo ne mo ho ode ni mo nyansa nkodu ewie mo honom no. It doesn't mean that while you are climbing, no, you ignore everything and do foolish things. That's not nice. So at 80, and anything I make us say, me Daniel say FIC for the Jerry for no, yenye omokrata, edja to me say, sir, these companies, no, they are being investigated, and this investigation is taking too long a time.
Since 2019,
it's too long at the time.
Yeah. Well, the monies involved are huge. But one company, $40 million.
But that's why Ukra dance here. We met my catcher say, a dancer, auditor general, Emusana, you know. So our question now, Ubusano, Timian, a dancer just want Mr. Property Fund. Because it's not captured in the auditor general's report. You think that you are exonerated. Is that how we treat this country?
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
I
mean, kind messages, Kaka.
Before no, joy for more pass, and was another today. I love this guy.
And this Ale Efibadasi.
Oh, my name is Pemo Wasamo. But as I'm walking
here, Oko Chapel Hill, Ewa Takrade.
I see.
Obi onim Chapel Hill, Bianim, Chapel Hill. Chapel
Hill School Limited.
Pastor Chapel Hill National Nice. Unim say
and then to be kwachi ko.
Omo old student to be kwachi.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alberto Cran.
Yeah.
Hey. Alberto Cran.
Yeah. Alberto Cran.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Virtual University Alberto Cran. Moses Baden, right? Moses Baden for Chapel Hill. Manabio. That's how we student.
Oh. What does so? Say what does so?
Maybe I'm with some of these unneeded.
Oh no, but we ain't SSO.
Where Chapel Hill School Limited.
No, I don't have a problem.
Oh, yeah, very.
You know, I miss me in a picture of Mumuno.
I'll say SS names and that.
Nana Kwakubuati. No, Nana Kwakubuati. Experimental Kofodia. Busa, schools. Na me ko yes. Obi pa. What do you yes, I 7 in this.
Obi ekasa na ebuado. Now I just want to make one comment. I mean who say na mo hu on Twitter na what's the company simesi sana onye Ghana for Honda. What's say it is Ghana for pa but the pa what do we own? No, be vegetable churches. We own churches.
Wow.
we own
churches. I think the Ghanaian brands are known around the world. They are churches.
Yeah, arguably.
Ghanaian
Church of Pentecost.
Known around the world. Church of Pentecost, Lighthouse, Chapel,
International, ICGC. Even if you look at the most influential Ghanaians, Bebrenaya, so for the Ghana's most influential person for years on end has been Reverend Mensah. So yen brands are
known by our churches.
Not even our cocoa.
Yeah.
Because cocoa for Nisisi, I was China for so.
No, say cocoa, yes, we will be known for the quantity of cocoa we produce, not cocoa as a brand. Because the point is, and exclusive to Ghana. And here we are through cocoa, yetimi a product beer. Ghanaian, then we are having.
You are bringing it home because the brand cocoa is chocolate.
Yes.
Chocolates na amanfunyim cocoa pod no. Unless within the industry.
Yeah.
On its own soda.
Yeah. And what are known chocolate brand? And they will move to any departmental store. One thing I found interesting is so even in the retail sector in Ghana. Ghana won't take commanding height even in the retail sector.
No,
I don't understand. And but we've not been able to take commanding height. I don't know why.
Or very disturbing.
What are the major retail companies in Ghana? You take Melcom.
Melcom is, I dare say, the only nationally represented retail
yes.
string of stores.
Yes.
Those days not A-Life for her. Those days not Glamour or her.
And those were Ghanaian owned.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Those days not Glamour.
Lava. Yeah, Lava is there. Yeah, Takrade Lava will but
Lava as a brand is not as strong as it used to be.
Of course.
In there is a national brand so Melcom. After Melcom, it be a game na ShopRite. Because Onupono the presence in the malls in Takrade
Yeah. And recently Citidia now Spa.
Yeah, Citidia
and now
Spa they then change the name to Spa to tell you something.
Yeah, cheese in there, there.
Cheesy Eddie's Pizza na what
Omuache.
Okay.
B5 no. Come again?
Just a tea and the B5.
Yes, a tea and B5. But fortunately, no, Omuna is locally owned. For me, it's good. I think where Ghanaians can pride ourselves, kakra, in the food industry. Even in the food industry. So, okay, papaya, for example. But for now, they're third generation. They are now Ghanaians.
Yeah.
Okay.
One chassis as Ghanaians.
As Ghanaian, but now you can see
and in that line, you can also see the same about a number of brands. Eshe brands we see today Silver Star. Waba foam Interplast, for instance.
Interplast.
Also, they are now Ghanaian.
Now Ghanaian.
They are now Ghanaian owned.
And same can be said for Sefi and B5 Munyana.
Yes.
And
then I think they are shame with Melcom as well.
Okay.
We have to look because you see the reason why you're important, they say, well, you're Ghana for first of all, they have interest here. When they will spend the money here, they will give the taxes to here. We should look at
some just last one, but surprisingly, we see Daniel Kafanti. Na Fanti language science. Now, when you he was knocked down by a car. What they call Fantima carbon. Carbon. You've bought me atom. He says, save him. Oxygen. In the
oxygen. Yeah.
Get up and take sulfur. Hold your stick. Sodium. He said Moses. Osmosis. Wow.
That's smart.
He's saving him. Origin.
Okay, that's
hey,
nice.
them to Uncle Fusi, them are the Nangas or Jim Crofo. Origin. What's Jim Crofo?
Obi, what about Whitechapel? Was Whitechapel Ghanaian owned?
Let me just check for you.
But why are you taking the president long, sir?
For them.
Why won't him diaka?
Hey, CEOs no.
Bots ne na for CEOs na.
But this is Rebecca Juno.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, but them so. Oh my, this is the longest it has taken. Even since the deputy minister.
Information I recently heard, they say they want the vetting of the deputy minister to be dealt with and stand on the list of CEOs, which I think was a little bit.
Enterprising, promising young men. Today will be today, Dr. Bernard Okoboy. One contribution to government, no Kechu. And I understand, for instance, why some of the deputy ministers have been forced to start working.
Yeah, because you never touching.
Eshe financer.
Action.
Eshe financer.
The ministers alone cannot. The ministers alone
doing it.
They cannot.
Lands and natural resources.
What Abu is doing.
Yeah.
No.
No.
You say, yeah, must minister, but say all about galamsey fight.
No, it's not.
But
it's
share
not.
forestry.
It's not.
No,
it's
land
not.
dispute.
Exactly.
It's a huge
land
ministry.
administration.
And another issue. Forestry, my Rosewood.
I beg you, the president, the president in Casa.
Hey, I'm the locus way.
Oh,
in
where did they both for the bar at this age? Still, Uber through now. I say, hey, now for them 90 years. So, Shanani man paying Casa.
I wish I could. I wish I could.
You see, Pentecost,
the Church of Pentecost. It will be but don't forget that. In California, I wish them well.
Yeah.
They really done well. Yeah, they so.
I maybe it's Salani and Abbey Ochina.
Ochina,
very number.
Yeah, Ochina.
Ochina and yet,
where are Coco?
Oh,
Akoko is
Ochina ya Akoko.
Ochina.
I like to call that. What to Safri? Anna,
do you mean Nipa Bakupedia?
Rashid Bawa.
Na Alaji
Rashid Bawa, ambassador.
Yeah,
Anna down.
Oh, dear, saying, okay.
In the Collins down there, Rashid Bawa,
Hajia Memuna Bawa. Maybe I'm talking about
Hajia Memuna Bawa.
On Dodge,
not the one
Hajia Memuna.
Oh, too much. Hajia Memuna Bawa.
Hajia Memuna. Hajia
Memuna. Ambassador and Chin and Chino for the whole world.
In fact. I am a tomb bompe be saying I am go for name. No man
no, but Hajia, it is Yami had much na the impending appointment.
Yeah.
And me emphasize Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia.
Oh, in fact, and in the years Samira.
Yeah, chia almost an Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem 94.7 FM.